Tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio, dropping knowledge in the studio you already know.
Thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. This is your boy Prince Hakeem.
And this is your man, Ronnie Ron. Hey, Hakeem, what's happening? What's going on?
Chilling, family. You know what's going on. Royal Rumble!
Why you had to say it like that? Like a Royal Rumble?
My bad. Because, opinions clash. You know what I mean? This is like the clash of the Titans in a sense, We got a special hot topic. We got our beloved guest who back with us again. He's been missing in action, even though we seen them niggas stunting in Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? We got my boy Jabari. And we got the lovely Queen Irresistible Lips.
Oh,
What's the reason I'm having him back on the show, man? What's going on? You be surprising me.
Hey, listen, I'm kind of confused. Ronnie, you got to put me on. What's the static?
I'm gonna put you on when I'm trying to ask you the question.
Listen, I was kind of out the loop. I know I've seen things going on, and I know this is a hot topic.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of interesting. This one right here is very unusual because like a week ago we dropped a podcast watching Black Man. What's the issue with Black men dating? So a lot of people felt a certain type of way when certain people were like, oh, where's a good place to take a woman and this and that. And I mentioned on the podcast like, hey, we should take a girl on a date like to ice cream or something like that. So it was this Liv say no, she don't feel like it's a good idea. So a lot of men got upset.
Correction. That was not what was dropped. What was said was that the only place a woman could be taken to was for some ice cream. And I'm saying why. There are other options. You go for drinks or do something else. It doesn't have to be expensive. It could be simple. And you said no. All they're getting is some ice cream. That's the big rile up. You may continue.
Absolutely false. But yeah.
You're gonna have to rewind that podcast. Exactly what you told me. No, she ain't getting nothing else. I'm not doing no drink.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna ride with my man here. You know what I'm saying? I got Ronnie back, man. I'm with hey, if ice cream all she getting on the first date, I mean, that's enough for you to build dialogue with her. So,
But again, suppose she doesn't like ice cream. Suppose she's lactose intolerant. Then what? Ronnie said, well, then she just ain't getting no damn date. That's
I
the
didn't
problem.
say that on the part. I didn't say that
you
on the
said
podcast.
that in the group. You said that on Facebook. Yes.
Exactly. I said that on Facebook, but what I was referring to was on the episode, like words I actually said out of my mouth. Not what I said on Facebook, but what I actually said out of my mouth.
It's still a representation of your thoughts.
So, no, but that's the whole purpose of them being on the show. So we're going to get in there right now. Like, you kind of see the rumble going. So let's get it going, man. Let's get it going. So Irresistible Lip, why do you disagree with the comment I made?
I disagree with the comment because of this. If you're getting to know somebody, I do understand men feel like they've been used and abused. You take somebody out and you might do something really nice to show your best foot forward and they just take it for granted and then you never see them again or whatever the case is. However, my issue is, why does it have to be only ice cream? There are other things that can be done that are not expensive, that are still first date worthy. And the fact that you are saying, no, they only getting ice cream, you not spending this, that, and the third, I felt insulted because I'm like, so a girl is only worth just ice cream? Like, we can't get drinks, we can't do something else, just ice cream? So I just have a problem with that because I don't think, if I don't want ice cream on a first date, I may not want ice cream. I may not feel, suppose I'm watching my figure. And for you to say, well, that's all you getting or we not going, that's rude. First of all, because when you're getting to know somebody, a part of getting to know that person is also entertaining their likes and dislikes. So if the person you're trying to get to know is not interested in ice cream, there should be other options. Not saying the other options have to be expensive, but it should not just be solely that option and nothing else, as if this is a dictatorship when a relationship is a companionship. We work together. It's not it's not everything what you say and that's it. And you have no say so. So that's my issue.
So Irresistible Lips, I got a question. What would be the first date recommended places or things that for example, if someone were able to take you out on a date, what would be the limit that person has to spend on you? And number two, what would be the ideal date that you would go on the first date? Would it be a restaurant? Would it be just ice cream? Would it be a museum, a picnic? No, I just want to get you. I want to pick your brain on that real quick.
So for dollar amount, I cannot really say. I'm not looking for somebody to blow a whole bunch of cash, so I'm not going to put a dollar on it. Whatever.
So how about no cash?
As long as it's me, as long as it's somewhere open, because remember, I'm getting to know that person. So I wouldn't want to be anywhere where I'm by myself. It could be a mass murderer, a fucking rapist, who the fuck knows. As long as it's in a place where there's multiple people, I don't mind. So that's just my thing.
So let's say, for example, I take you out and say, hey, we're gonna pretty much go to like a museum. We're gonna walk around. And, all I do is bring you a bottle of water because it's going to be hot outside. And then we go to the museum, we build dialogue, we walk around, and we do that. Would you consider that a first date?
Well, museum, yeah. Actually, that's kind of unique. My only thing is you said, bring me a bottle of water. Why are you bringing me a bottle of water if it's a museum?
It's hot outside. It's the summertime. You're going to dehydrate,
I thought
right?
museums were inside. What kind of museum is outside?
All right, but how are we going to get to the museum? We got to go through outside, right?
So you had me walk into the museum?
I mean, think about it. If I park somewhere, there's what museums that is going to have parking. So I'm going to have to find parking on the street somewhere. And then we're going to have to walk probably a mile or less than a mile just to get to the museum. So that's why I'm saying bring you that bottle of water.
I guess you're thinking about somewhere outside of Miami, because I think all the Miamis, there's like parking. But I understand what you're saying, the thought process. If it is somewhere where you have to walk, you brought water to make sure I'm hydrated. Appreciate it. I don't have an issue.
Okay. So I think I heard the last couple of episodes I had like a few girls on there, and I must correct me if I'm wrong, if I misheard it, but I think they was pretty much wanted like an actual restaurant, like an actual date, and not anything.
I don't think we had a conversation about an actual restaurant.
Okay.
Because that really wasn't the discussion when they were on. So. Okay.
So we're on the same page with that. Like, it's not really a dollar amount on the first date.
Listen, to me, a first date, I feel if a dude is really into you, should require thought. Meaning you should be trying to do something that is unique or different, or something that will stroke thought with the person you're going after. So it shouldn't just be ice cream. That's no thought into the date. Clearly, you're just showing you trying to be a cheap ass, in my opinion.
There's no problem in the date. There's a place in Broward called Jackson. I don't know if you ever heard that. It's in Broward. See, that's what I'm saying. It's a place called Jackson and in Broward that the ice cream costs $20. More than $20.
Yeah, don't get twisted.
Again,
exactly.
I am looking at it. So you're looking at dollar amount.
So you don't. I'm saying you talking to somebody, that date normally casually. So that casual date that goes around licking. So I'm not thinking about the dollar amount, because once again, it's not about the dollar amount. You are thinking
about the dollar amount, though, because the last conversation you said, no, she only getting ice cream, because when Hakeem says
the man is the one.
First date could be $50 or less. You said, I ain't spending $50. She getting ice cream. So
yeah,
it is
you're right,
because
it's not about, because once again, it's the man who leads the date. I keep saying that, and I keep saying it again. Most of the time, it's the man who leads the date, especially on the first date. And not only that, women also say that all the time. They're like, how come he don't ask me out on a date? Women don't ask men out on a date. It's very rare a woman will ask me out on a date. And even if she does do it, she's going to look at that man as weak. And
I'm going to piggyback off you too, Ronnie. A lot of times we ask the woman, like, hey, before you go on a date, is there anything that you want to go, wherever you want to go?
Exactly.
And then, the woman most of the time will be like, oh, we'll do anything you want to do. We'll do anything you want to do.
Correct.
So,
okay, but Ronnie, there was a question to the woman to entertain her thought of what she may want. You stipulated specifically, it ain't her decision. You ain't asking her jack. It's what you say, and that's it. That's a dictatorship. That's not a relationship.
A woman's always undecided anyway. When you ask a woman
it don't matter. Like, still give her the option.
She always gonna say, maybe I do whatever you want to do, because you gonna look at the man as a leader.
Right.
That's fine, but you still give her the option. You still show interest that you are interested in what you may want.
No, I think that's the issue. I think that's the issue we're having right here, because most of the time when a man allow the woman to get an option, the first thing a woman, let's say example, a man do get a woman out, the first thing a woman gonna pay is something expensive over them and
That's not true.
No, it is true. It is true.
I don't never pick something expensive. That's a lie.
No, listen. I've been through it. I had a woman recommended the Rock Bar on our first date. The Rock Bar.
Like, how much I came? Like $100 a meal. Come on, man.
The Rock Bar is expensive.
Oh,
that's too expensive for me. Just me and you. We didn't pass the. We didn't go to upper room yet.
Did you see? I can she giggling. How can you see how she giggling? Yeah. Because I'm speaking the facts, man.
No, I'm giggling because I didn't know Rock Bar was expensive. I haven't been there, so I thought Rock Bar literally was what it was, a bar. I didn't know they do all that extra stuff. So I'm like, oh shoot.
No, and it's expensive. It has. You can eat out there and stuff like that. The meal's like $50 a plate.
You know okay. Okay, I got you.
See, I understand Ronnie's point with not giving the woman the option. To
I don't think so. I think you should give her the option, but maybe give her a selection. Let's just say you want to just be guarded because you don't want her to think like this is going to be a free ride and you can do what you want to do. Then give her options, but don't just say it's what I say and that's it. Make her feel included and that she's a part of. You starting off a relationship by saying you don't have a say so. You're setting the stage of making it feel like this is going to be a dictatorship.
But correct me if I'm wrong.
It don't make you less. It doesn't make you less. The thing, see, a lot of women today got it confused. It doesn't make you less of a woman. It makes you more of a family of a woman because then you're like, damn, he's really taking control. He's leading.
Right.
He's leading the date. He's leading the relationship. If a man always go to a woman for everything, a woman gonna look at him like, dog, you can't lead nothing.
But that's not. We're just getting to know each other. We're not saying everything, Ronnie.
But
this is just the beginning.
You see his quality as a man, as leadership. Women are looking for a leader. Every woman is looking for that.
Hey, Keisha, I would like to take you out. I had 3 options in mind. I had ice cream, a walk in the park or the museum. Which one you feeling? That's being a person that's weak? No, you still leading because you told her what you wanted. But at least you're making her feel included by, hey, which one you like best? That shows that you actually care about her thought as well. That's not being weak.
Yeah, but I get what Ronnie's saying with the different type of leadership. They will want to see on the first date, where you're going to take him without you asking the woman anything. Women like that. Let's be honest. Women like that. You just take them wherever you want to go and just show them to a different environment, like going to ice cream on the first date.
Now, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. With Ronnie's approach, how strong it is. Suppose it was a girl who just came out of an abusive relationship where the guy was really controlling and led everything and dictated everything. And she was not able to feel or able to move or do anything because he did everything. Now she's trying to step out on faith and date. And the first guy she comes across is Ronnie, who says, I'm taking you here. And if she says, I don't like it, then you're just going to tell her, well, that's all I'm giving you. You don't want it. Keep it going. You just red flagged her.
You know,
hey,
you damn right.
Let me get this.
His mom, go ahead. Because I want to tell you damn right because it's my money I'm spending. That's for one. And number 2 is my guys for me to come pick you up. So
who said she need to be picked up? Don't use that. Don't use that because the girls need that.
Hey, let Barbie comment. I want to come.
All right, no, I want to feel like we're tight.
Hold on, let me get in here real quick.
They're like, oh, it's only one.
I got about his gas. So suppose it's not your damn gas. Then what?
So let's keep it time. Remember, I keep saying most of the time when a man is leading a date or he's leading anything, he's taking complete control. I mean, he's picking her up. He's just guiding her to where to go. He's doing all.
And he may not. I would never allow a guy to pick me up on a first date if I don't know him.
But
I'm feel some type of way.
But that's you.
Listen, this day and age, unless I know him or I know he knows somebody I know, I'm not riding in your whip because if shit go left, I need to be able to get up and clear it. And I ain't waiting on no Uber.
All women do what you do. Every woman are different. Every woman are not the same.
Let Jabari comment. Jabari has something to say.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Now I want to comment on your comment, Irresistible Lips.
Yes.
You brought up when let's say the woman just got off her abusive relationship and she going into a date with Ronnie and he's demanding her to go to get ice cream, for example. Now, is that really on Ronnie? Or is that the fact that the woman is attracting these abusive men? Maybe that's something that she may like.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. When it comes to these abusive relationships, I'm still trying to understand it myself because I know a few girls that from the past. You know, I see them on social media. They're not anybody particularly that I hang out with, but every relationship they get in their ass whooped, literally. And I'm just like, what? Like, is it I don't know what to say to that, because some of the dudes she's dated, I've seen them out and about, and they look like genuinely good men. But I guess the abusive men usually do in public. They portray this very distinguished gentleman persona where you think they're the great guy, and behind closed door, you know, they're the devil. So I honestly, I'm not even going to try. I honestly can't answer that question, because I don't know, why would a woman want to keep attracting the same kind of guy? I feel, in my opinion, it might just be women are not getting to know people long enough. I think maybe they're jumping into the relationship too quickly instead of waiting time to get to know and see if they contain any of these little characteristics that are red flagged or may seem familiar. And then I also think that sometimes it is a guy may come in and do everything right, and you just don't want to believe in your head that he is possible. Sometimes they may see a red flag, but because the good overshadows the bad, they still give it a try. And then by the time it's too late, they already done been through everything else. I just think it's time. I think these women are not getting to know these men before they actually go so far. And a lot of them, what they're doing too, is they're keeping these things a secret. Like, nobody knows they be getting their ass whooped.
I want to comment.
And that's another thing. Yeah.
When you're done.
You could go ahead.
Okay,
but I honestly, that's my only thought. I really can't.
I want to piggyback off what Jabari said. Here's the thing. I'm an older man, and I noticed something, just to comment what Jabari said. When women get out of one situation, they bring those baggages to the next situation. Expectations, what the last nigga did to them, what they do. So sometimes, a lot of times, because they set bars for you when you meet them. And a lot of women got to understand, a man is going to treat you the way you present yourself. Now, mind you, I'm going to keep it.
But let me ask you something. You're saying men do the same thing.
I didn't say that, but we're talking about
his baggages into his new relationship, the behavior he's using to
hold on. But we're talking about a date. We're talking about a date.
But he has changed his behavior. He's bringing the baggage by
Let me ask you a question.
Changing it up and making it so hard. He is technically what you're looking at.
Hold on. But you got to understand something. That's in reaction to what women did. You got to understand.
And women do this. The women is doing the same thing.
See, you can't keep throwing. Man, listen. Everybody on this phone was once a really nice guy at one point in time in it.
Of course. And shit happened, and it went.
Now, mind you. Now, mind you.
I'm still a nice guy.
I'm a savage.
Ronnie's a nice guy too.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm a savage.
You know, one girl yesterday.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Listen, if I know you've been in an abusive relationship, I'm taking you straight to the crib.
Hey, come
on, Hakeem, really?
Well, one girl yesterday called me an asshole with in my face, like, you an asshole. Like, literally.
You probably were. Your mouth is off the chain, Ronnie.
I was like, no, I didn't even curse. I'm like, I'm an asshole.
You don't have to curse to be rude.
I'm like, I'm the Black Messiah. I came down from heaven.
I'm an asshole. Take the wheel. I can't.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Shanette. Women better be lucky they getting ice cream. This is a hookup culture.
You know what?
They lucky they getting ice cream.
Listen.
It's straight piping water.
Listen.
Sometimes you don't even get the bottled water.
The only type of woman that better be happy they getting ice cream is bum bitches. Other than that, you're not doing nothing for nobody with no ice cream.
Oh, you're doing a lot for somebody.
The bums. You're doing a lot for the bums.
No, not bums. Not bums. Listen.
To come to somebody who is doing decent for themselves, got their own shit, and tell me you lucky you getting ice cream, nigga. I'll buy 10
That doesn't matter to men. That does not matter to men. No, let me tell you something. What you're doing for yourself does not equate to your value as a woman. Your sexiness, your body weight, how you look. If you a housewife, this is what we keep trying to tell you.
I hear that, but you're telling me you should be happy if you get ice cream. How?
No, you should, because let me tell you why.
Preach.
Let me tell you why. The percentages that out here, we live in a very hookup, instantaneous culture. Most of the time when you meet a woman, they come into the spot. I'm talking about today's day and age, they're coming to the spot. Professionals and ghetto girls get
for the current women.
Hold on.
Because I don't see what you're saying. Like
you probably won't see it because your homegirls are embarrassed to say that the first day they done had a dick in their mouth. First day. And let me tell you something. I'm telling you, most men will see how you moving on us and say, man, we about to take this hoe to the crib.
Yeah. Listen. I was one of those people where I take you out after work. I'll take you out to a bar. Like it could be Wood Tavern or wherever in Woodwood. You know, you get drunk, not really drunk, but you get a little sauced up. And then from there, it's like, you know, they will offer like, hey, I want to come home with you. Easily.
What?
So what I'm saying is ice cream,
you feel me?
Ice cream ice cream is really being nice, to be honest with you. Because if I take you out for drinks, you're going to get sauced up. You know, women can't really control themselves. And then from there, they're gonna be like, "Oh, let's hang out at your house or something." It happens all the time. So if I'm offering you to go to ice cream, let's go get some ice cream on the first date. That's a privilege. That's something that is dessert. And you got a lot of third world countries that can't even afford ice cream.
Stop it.
I'm just keeping 100. So if I'm asking you to go to ice cream. You know me, I'd rather eat ice cream at the crib. If I'm asking you to get ice cream outside.
My issue is not a problem with ice cream. My issue is saying all a woman is going to get is ice cream. She don't
take
have
her
no
behind Dairy Queen.
I'll take
her behind right to Dairy Queen. That's about to go out of business.
Let me tell you something.
Sometimes that's why your ass in the position you in now, Ronnie.
Listen, Shanette, you gotta understand.
You think women think?
Listen,
go ahead. I can't say something.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Sometimes women set the parameters of what they're going to get. Ice cream is just a basis. You lucky you get that. Some women are lucky enough to get Chick-fil-A in at the beach.
Breathe.
Hey, Hakeem, some women are lucky enough to get a bologna
so technically, y'all approaching women with no standards.
No. This is a standard.
Absolutely
the
not.
standard is me. The standard is not my pocket.
No, it's not you. Because if she don't want you, she not taking your date, whether it's Benihana's or ice cream.
Oh, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real.
Let me tell you something. I have to be fucking you raw before I take you to Benihana's.
No, I'm not saying take the girl to Benihana's. He's saying he's the man. He say so, and I'm saying he doesn't get the opportunity to have a say so unless she says so.
No. Let me tell you something. You women been eating high off the hog for quite some time. So right now we had to take things into our hand. I hear you. If that's how you feel, but at the end of the day, unless I say yes, whether it's ice cream or Benihana's, we don't go nowhere. That is true. Then you'll be home, no date, and we'll just.
So Ronnie keep making it seem like it's whatever he say. No, it's what she say. Because if she
it's not about what she say. It's about
we
what
ain't going nowhere.
It's about what I say.
It's not what you say, because if I don't like what you say, you get to go nowhere. You find somebody else to go with.
At the end of the day, it's about what I say, because if I say I don't want to marry you, you ain't gonna get married.
This is not about what I say. We're talking about the date, the first date.
I'm talking about the same thing when it comes to the idea of a date. It's about what I say, because if I tell you, hey, we're not going to Benihana's, we ain't going to Benihana's.
It's not what you say, because if you tell her that, she has the final say so to say if she wants to continue that date.
Most of the time, I keep telling you at the end of the day, you don't understand that. Women go based off a man's lead. She is waiting for him to take control.
It only goes by what you say if she is feeling what you say. If she's not for it, unless she just doesn't have a damn mind of her own and she's simple, then maybe. But a person who's independent and is strong-minded and knows what she wants, and if she doesn't like your idea and you're not willing to meet her halfway with it, she gonna tell you go screw yourself. Find somebody else to go with.
And let's be honest though. Some of these independent women that still need some guidance.
Yep.
Thank you. So I want to tell you, because it was so strong-minded. How come they still listen to their balls?
Exactly.
I could go in with that. You know, because you like very strong-minded women. Go ahead, Jabari.
I didn't hear that. Say that again.
I was saying that even our strong, independent women that we have today, like my wife, for example, they still want and need guidance, even on the first date. So if they want to sit down, because they, for example, a strong, independent woman is dealing with the same thing at work. The manager is telling her what to do, etc. So now she's going to want you to be that replica.
No, she's going to want you to be her piece, which means don't treat her the same way that she's going through.
No.
Why would I want what I'm going through at my job for the dude that I'm trying to date to put me through the same thing?
Okay, but
Ronnie, let me ask you this: how many girls have you attempted to sleep with since you have to say so? How many girls?
See, I can't go in.
Every girl you slept with since you have to say so went for it.
But I gotta keep quiet because I got a lot of people that be listening, so I gotta be very careful on what I say. But I don't like to talk about my personal thing.
I'm not asking you a time frame. This could be 10 years ago.
Okay, the time frame
in general. Not forget the time frame.
Okay, you say
I can answer that question. I'm not scared.
I can answer this question. Ever since I got on this new path of this new truth of how manhood is supposed to be, it's easy to sleep. It's easy for me to sleep with women. I can just tell you that.
That's not what I'm asking you. Has your personality allowed you to never get a no?
You're right. No.
Okay, most so of the time, women find it. Everybody.
Most of the time, women are attracted to it. I'm telling you, the women. They most of the time tell you because I'm like, man, you really take lead, and I'm like, yes, I take lead.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, like Ronnie said all the time, a woman wants somebody that's like her dad. You know what I'm saying? That has the same respect.
No, I don't want nobody.
Hey, Jabari, don't understand. It's like Star Wars.
Most women do, though.
Strong characteristics, a manly man. I can say that.
No.
A manly man. I like a man who takes charge.
No, I can agree with you, Jabari.
Not necessarily like their father per se. Maybe some of the characteristics, because the dad.
Yeah, characteristics. That's what I mean. Exactly.
Irresistible, like I am your father. Remember that. I am your father. You get what I'm saying?
That's all I'm saying.
Right.
You see how she's smiling? Hey,
dog, he always gotta go left and talk mess. Nobody wants a daddy. A girl wants somebody strong. They want a provider, yes, but they want to feel like they said, no, that's not a daddy. A daddy is a totally different thing. Stop it. But they want to be able to person they have that they can handle it.
I'll come on the bed when they always say yes, daddy, because I am your daddy. You understand?
You're so 12. Jabari, I'm sorry, let me talk to Jabari Hakeem. I'm going to leave Ronnie in the corner. Time out, Ronnie. So anyway, but a girl wants to feel secure in the man she has, that he can take charge and take initiative and lead. Yes, that's very much so. But to say that you say everything, whatever you say is what it goes, and then I have no say so, that's not a relationship. So, Jabari, you're telling me your wife has never made a suggestion or told you something she wanted and you went with it? You always tell her, no, I'm the man, I lead, is what I say?
Nah, of course not. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, but I'm trying to get Ronnie to understand that's not how a relationship goes.
Are we talking about
hey,
she trying to change it.
We're talking about first date.
First date.
We're talking about first date.
First date.
Relationships just now in general.
No,
we're not talking about that.
You just said I'm your daddy.
Date.
Okay, so first dates. Go ahead.
The man is in control of the first
date.
Yeah.
It can't be that way, because how are you her daddy on the first date, Ronnie?
I'm her daddy in the aspect of I'm taking charge, I'm taking lead, I'm in control. That's what father figure does. That's why I say I am her daddy. But you don't have
a control, because at the end of the day, she has the final say so. Whether there's a date. If you don't say yes, there's no date.
Well, we have the first say so whether we want to take the ass out or not.
And Jabari,
be honest, let's talk about it.
Jabari, we got the last word because we don't want to go get the check at the end of the day. So we got the last word.
You don't have the
last word.
We got the first word too. That's all I'm saying.
Go ahead, Ken.
You may have the first word, but it's not the last word. Because at the end of the day, when you says, "Hey, I want to take you out," it's at the end of the day what she chooses, and she can choose to say no. And if she
change on get another woman,
and you are not entertaining her thought, and you're saying it's only you, she could also choose to say, "I don't want to go for ice cream." Suppose she's lactose intolerant.
Baby, you have a good night.
Ronnie,
you just tell her you have a good night. I see you next week. I can go.
Ronnie, suppose she's lactose intolerant. Then what?
Here's the thing.
There's place called there's place called Frozen Yogurt over here in the Coral Gables. There's places you can go. There's places that's vegan too.
You see what I'm saying? There's no other. I have a problem with that. There's no option for a first date besides ice cream.
I just tell you, there's vegan ice cream over there in Broward. I can give you names and lists. We could go in with that. But Hakeem was gonna say something. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know the thing is, irresistible is what they're saying that you're probably not trying to get is. In this dating market right now, things have changed. Men are now starting to understand they have to set the parameters of how the relationship is going to sway in the beginning. If we don't do that, things will go crazy, because the recommendations a lot of women make, it only benefits them. You know what I mean? Sometimes self-centered. So this is the reason why when we say ice cream is better luck, museum is you hope you get something like that.
Again, so it goes back to what I say. It's what you portray.
No. It has to be that way.
no, like the video that Ronnie sent in the group chat. She clearly says, but you are begging me to go out on a date. Nobody. So now you mad because you spent $600 on a meal and you get to do nothing else with me.
No. Okay. He had to fuck.
Yeah, no. He didn't have to do nothing because she clearly looked at him like he's crazy. Let
me tell you something.
I'm saying is, hold on, Hakeem, why are you even attempting to still take a girl out if you have to beg her for a date? I don't believe showing you that she's not interested. So if you still chose to spend that bread, you have to take your L.
So some women can be very manipulative.
Oh, you need to give me back $250. You looking really, really broke. If you know you couldn't afford that possibility, you shouldn't have took her.
A
lot of dudes portray like they got it. And when a chick put him in that position, now all of a sudden it's an issue.
Oh, I can't. Let's check it out. That video is a perfect example because you know why? She picked where to go. He didn't pick that.
That's something he offered. She didn't want to pick
the date. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Women first ain't gonna pick an expensive place. She picked it because I guarantee you, he probably want to take a little like 5 guys. You get what I'm saying?
But that's her fault. Excuse me, that's his fault. If he felt like that was the man, he should have spoke up.
That's why
I keep telling you, the man leads the day. Remember, that's the whole
again. He can lead. What I'm saying is he can lead, but entertain the possibilities of her interest when it's a first date, especially. I'm not saying don't lead. You could have gave her option. Hey, here I think about A, B, C, D. Which one you feeling? You still leading.
No
also take into consideration her feelings.
No, there is no option.
There's no option.
I'm fucking done.
When we on the plane, the pilot is in control. I'm relaxing. Control. That's how
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I would say this though. I'll say this. One thing I would.
But you know what? Let's be realistic. It's not always like that because for the most part, like when a dude says, "Hey, I want to take you out," whatever, it's usually somewhere fair that a girl will rock with. I guess I'm only looking at it because of Ronnie is talking about ice cream only. So I'm just saying
because that's something you probably never had before. Now you got a man that's going to say, it was just, I'm taking you out for
ice cream. That's not a man to me. That's not a man to me. That's not a man to me. A man can still be a man and not say freaking ice cream, Ronnie. Cut it out. Just because this is funny. Doesn't make you a man.
This is funny. In the past, I dated a girl. This is what happened to me. I literally dated a girl and I let the girl pick where we want to go. And after we were done, she was like, Ronnie, I was like, yeah, you know you didn't want to come to this place. I said, no, I didn't. She's like, why do you do that? Because I was like, that's what you wanted to go.
Exactly. And then they want
I did what she wanted me to do. And then she come to me later and say, Ronnie, you know you didn't want to come to this place. Why?
They don't like that.
But then again, why didn't you say something? You're faulting the woman, but say something.
But that's why we leading though.
You can lead. I'm not saying lead. Don't lead. It's okay to lead, but why are you only saying ice cream? That's all I'm saying.
I got you.
Ronnie says a girl on a first date get nothing but ice cream. Not a walk in the park, not a stroll on the beach, not coffee in Starbucks, not a couple of drinks at TGI Fridays. Like,
okay, let's get the reason why I won't the only reason why I won't miss a drink, number one, because when you miss a drink, the first attention woman think of is sex. Something like ice cream is nothing
it's not
alcoholic.
Only ice cream, Ronnie. There's so many other options. Ice cream is not alcoholic. It's not alcoholic. That means you can spend time with one another. What you're showing is that you're not spontaneous because you're choosing something so simplified as ice cream.
Because a woman is simple. A woman's not difficult.
I'm not fucking simple. Speak for your damn self. I'm far from simple.
No, but ice cream is
women
not...
You think I'm making this up? Women are very simple. Women are not difficult. Women now today are trying to make themselves seem difficult, but they're really not. Women are very simple.
Yeah, women can be very easy to please. Yes. However, to look at it as, oh, well, you seem women are simple-minded, so ice cream is good enough for you, and you don't need nothing else.
No. Hey, but check this out. Jabari has something to say. So, because I want to comment.
Nah. Well, I forgot I was gonna say, man. Y'all done cut everybody off.
Yeah, it's too good. I was saying, go ahead.
I was saying ice cream is very spontaneous if you think about it. Because let's say I take you to what's this Cold Stone or Jackson as in Fort Lauderdale. That's a high value ice cream shop. And I just ain't gonna take anybody there.
So $8 is a high value ice cream shop.
It's not more than $8. It's more than $8. And it ain't just ice cream. They you got the
you can get the whole
vegan side, you got
and everything else.
The healthy side of it, you got all types of stuff. So it's just like, hey, that's a great
Jabari, again,
I know. I hear you.
It that I'm saying there's something wrong with ice cream. My problem is not the ice cream. My problem is the comment. Ronnie says that they get nothing other than
I'm asking,
ice cream.
but he's speaking
if
for himself.
I don't like ice cream, if
preference.
I am on a diet, for you to not think that I'm worthy of other options because you only think a woman should get ice cream, that's a problem.
Let me ask you a question.
Hold on. She said, I'm on a diet, but yet you want to go with me to take you to a bar with alcohol is worse for your diet.
Nobody said to take
like
anybody to a bar.
Go ahead.
Nobody said a bar.
You talking to a guy that ain't stupid. You talking to a guy that's very intelligent.
But you're looking at it like a woman is trying to take you for a ride by talking that way. That's something you say if you're thinking that a woman's going to take you for a ride and try to.
Because number one, you keep saying, you even say to yourself, you say you don't even know the person. I don't know you from a can of paint. It's the first date.
Okay, but if I don't want ice cream, Ron, what else can we do?
Okay, you don't want ice cream? Like I said, you can stay behind home. We can talk on the phone, whatever you want.
Okay, so there we go. That's my problem. That attitude right there is what I have an issue with. That's the issue.
Let that be your issue. Let that be your issue and call it a day.
That's disrespectful because you're disregarding the woman. You are disregarding the woman's point of view and the ability to have their option and say so in input. That's rude. You're sounding sexist. Is what I say, and that's it.
If a woman wants something else, why she don't offer the man, hey, baby, I'm going to take you out to Jackson. I'm going to take you to the movies. Women don't do that. They wait for the man to do it.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
On the first date? Thing.
Thank you. Ahead. They ain't going to do it on the first date. They're going to wait for the man. They'll be like, why you ain't asking me out?
For the first date, probably not. Unless the girl's really feeling them and think the dude taking too long, she might.
Okay. Go have some water. Go ahead, Akeem. Go ahead.
Shut up.
So here's the thing with that. With me personally, I used to be a big spender back in the days till women been eating too high off the hog. So I had to bring the price down to like $50. Sometimes, depending on the type of woman you are, you get under a $25 date, sometime under 10. So, you know what I mean? And this is preferences that has to be set so a man can protect his pocket. Only time a man would change that if a woman can show good faith, pussy, or you pay for it.
But I can't. Why you gotta go sexual?
Like, no. Because let me tell you something. Most men get with women for one particular reason. You feel me? You know what I mean?
Fact.
We like that's something that's hardwired in our brain, and women use that to their advantage so they can get free drinks and stuff like that. Then put you on block after they do that. Why you think men are proposing to? Hey, won't you just come by to the crib? Or let's go there. Let me sample the product first. All I'm saying, sometimes it's in a woman's best favor to get a pussy, to get that out the way.
I gave a lot of men listen to it. A lot of men.
But if you think if a woman is gonna take the drink and never say, then why buy the drink?
You don't know that she's not gonna let you know that. She won't let you know that. Y'all women are good at playing the game and lying to dudes. And sometimes these are the type of guys who would give you marriages, who would protect you and stuff like that. But due to the fact that we're not Ray Ray or Fuquan, it's an issue. You feel me? No, I'm just saying it's cool. Like for me, an example, I stopped spending for dates for years, like big dates. That was like back in like 5-7 years ago. At the most, you'll get a cup of coffee sometime. You know what I mean?
So how
wrong with that either.
After the first date, then what happened?
Oh, after the first
date. Go ahead, Hakeem.
No. I want to hear. Don't say nothing, Hakeem, because I kind of already know what I'm gonna say. Ronnie, what happens after the first date?
After the first date, you kind of see where the girl kind of head is at. So you already know. Number one, she's not for your pocketbooks. Number two, you actually see that she's a quality woman. Then
how do you see that on the first date? Suppose she is playing a game.
Oh, suppose she playing the game. Oh, I don't play games. So as soon as she play a game, I just let her go.
No. You said let's entertain the thought. The chick you was hollering at. She said, cool, let's go for ice cream.
Okay.
Went for ice cream. Everything went well. What happens after that? What's the next
I'm telling you what happened after that. Then in my head, because remember, it's the first date. In my head, I initiate the second date. And the second day, we may go out for dinner, depending on how I think.
Now, I can
okay, so now where's dinner? Where is this spot now?
Dinner,
$2 for $25.
To me, dinner could be like Red Lobster.
$2 for $25 chili.
Nothing major. Hakeem, be quiet, dog.
Nothing major.
Okay.
Real shit.
So nothing major. All right. So then
nothing major.
I'm gonna give you two scenarios. Let's say she make it past that. Then what? Where's date 3?
But day 3, I'm cooking for her. We ain't going out.
Yeah. We're not going out. We saving money that week.
All right. So let's just say after date 2, she says, you know what? Fuck this nigga. So now you mad because
I won't get mad.
$50.
No, we won't get mad. We won't get mad. We'll be happy.
So if you don't get mad, why can't that be the first date? Because you still got played.
Because the first day is the first evaluation. You ever heard of?
But you still spent the same bread. You doubled up. You spent more because you trying to
manipulate the situation.
You spent $30 on date 1. She passed date 1. Date 2, you don't up the ante. So $30 plus your $60 that you would have probably spent on Red Lobster or whatever. That's damn near $100.
No, not
you could have spent that on date 1 and that would have been a wrap.
No, that's a problem on day 1.
Because day 1 might be that for my rent. Shanette, and the guys can agree with me on this. Us men, when we start talking to a woman or we go on the first date, there's expectations we have on our mind. Y'all don't even know. There's certain parameters a women have to cross when we're interacting with you to see what's going on. Because let me tell you something. After the first date, you might not get a call back.
True.
Depending on possibility.
No, yeah, definitely. We might not call you back. You might think it was good. So this is why the parameter has to be set. Like for me, an example, I go with you on the first date. So, you know what I mean? Like, let's say, for instance, if I didn't get a hug or I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Or something like that to see that you're friendly. The second date might not even pop, man.
Yeah,
possible.
We have a way of investigating and studying our women on the first
day.
The first impression means like how the first impression means everything to y'all. Irresistible Lips.
Yeah.
The first impression means everything to us as well. So
I agree.
Are we taking you out for ice cream, wherever the hell we taking you out to? We sitting there, we watch you, we observe you, how you eat, how you talk,
of course.
what you thinking about, what kind of conversations we're having. Now, if we're not having intellectual or great conversations during that first date, then I'm damn sure I ain't calling you back unless it's
But but what about the guy who's not interested in the conversation?
What do you mean, the guy interested in sex?
Yeah, like Ronnie. You know, that's all he keeps talking about. So what happens if that's not the place?
Listen, we all
that's his preference though.
It's just how we go about it.
That's his preference.
Let me go to Jabari, because Jabari is the only one that actually has any grounds to stand on because he's a happily married man. Correct.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Ron, Jabari.
How come I'm on your mind? You keep mentioning that Jabari you're talking to. I'm right here.
Ronnie, because you pissing me off with the bullshit. So
that's Jabari you're talking to.
Let me talk to Jabari, please. So Jabari, you met your wife. Oh my God, shut up, Ronnie. Jabari, how did your relationship with your wife begin?
So
where did you take her for if you remember, I don't know how long you guys been together, your first, second, and third.
The first day I took her
that's so sweet. She gonna like to hear that.
No, the first day I took her to Shake Shack. You know, I said, hey, and I led that one. I said, look, we're gonna go to Shake Shack. We sat down, we had some burgers, we had some milkshakes, and we talked about it. We had amazing dialogue. The second date, you know, we pretty much went to I had like a picnic. You know, I got some wings from Winn-Dixie and some sandwiches from Winn-Dixie. Went on to the Morningstar Park over there on Biscayne, whatever that's at.
Nice.
Sat there, had a picnic.
Thought. He put thought into his date.
Yeah,
that's
thought.
Different.
And also too, Irresistible Lips, I led because.
But you led with thought. You didn't lead based on dollars. You led with thought of what you were trying to achieve with this woman.
But Jabari needed money to pay for
Ronnie is leading with his pockets. You don't need to lead with your pockets. He's leading with a thought process because he sees the woman he wants and he's doing things. He's leading, yes,
but Jabari uses money to buy the wings and the sandwiches. You got to the end of the day use money. At the end of the day, money's a tool.
But you know what? I guarantee you, he spent over $30. So
I doubt it.
He didn't
Jabari even told me the wings was on sale.
I don't remember how much I spent.
But let's just say he did not go into it saying, well, I'm not going to spend over this dollar amount for this because this is a second date and I don't know her like that. Let me ask you another question, Jabari. What drew you to your wife? Well, and why did you feel Shake Shack and a picnic would be ideal?
Well, Shake Shack is my preferred place to go because I had it in my mind. I'll be honest with you. Like,
no, let the man speak. You could probably learn something. He's married, Ronnie.
I had it in my mind. Like, you know, after talking to her for a few days or whatnot, she likes to be led. So it's just like, I had in my mind, I said, no, I'm going to take her to Shake Shack. Now I told her, look, we're going to Shake Shack. And she didn't give me no rebuttal. So I'm like, all right, cool. We're going to Shake Shack. I say, look, we're going to go to this picnic. We're going to have a picnic right in front of the water and all that. I know you like to see the water and all that.
You see,
you
took her in consideration. Ronnie, go ahead, Jabari. I'm sorry.
And then from there on, that's when, like, as I started to get to know her a little bit more, because the first day went well, and the second day because Miami women, I ain't gonna front with you, Miami women, they want to be spent bread on the first, second, and third date.
Preach.
Facts. So I didn't want that. I don't want
to say they don't mind. They like it, but it's not.
No. He said it correctly. He said it correctly.
That's a lie. My first date didn't require no bread. I was in a pool hall, so let's not go there. It has nothing to do with that. It's just a matter of what you guys find.
Let Jabari finish, because he's talking about a certain type of women.
Go ahead.
Nah, but you different though, Miss Irresistible Lips, because you're different. Okay. You're a different breed. 1,000%. I'm talking about the majority of Miami women. That's what they want. But that's why I did the game. Like the first few days, I didn't really take her to a restaurant at all, because I'm filling you out.
Right.
And then once those few days, I felt you out. I feel like, hey, you solid. We have good conversation and all that. Then I started taking out to these fancy restaurants. Then one day, one led to the other. We started kicking it. We started hanging out. We started dating. Got married. We're here today.
Nice.
So, the moral of the point is, hey, I had to leave.
I hear you, but
I led with thought. I got you. I led with thought.
Right.
You're right. I give you that.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
Everybody's situation is different. My situation, the longest relationship I had, I took a girl to a hot dog stand.
Not wrong. Yeah, because you lived in New York at the time.
I lived in New York. I took her to a hot dog stand and I fucked her on the first date.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
I fucked her on the first date. Listen, I fucked her on the first day and we was together 4 years after that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That happens too.
That happens too sometimes. Sometimes she told me she wasn't playing with that. Like, you know what I mean? Throwing that back. And I was like, oh, okay. Whoop-de-whoop. Then when I had got the pussy first, I'm not gonna lie to you, the expensive dates came at the death. I took her to a Japanese restaurant. I'm selling dope. I'm buying Jordans. I'm trying to tell you.
But Hakeem, you got to be careful with that. You can't tell the whole world that too, because even if you get the pussy after the first date, she's still liable to play you after that.
That is true. That is true. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, Jabari.
Yes, sir.
Most men, you and I know, Jabari, as us being in the brotherhood.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of brothers in our brotherhood. If a woman would just fuck a nigga on the first day, she probably get gold.
Oh, she get in the ring first quarter.
She'll get
in the ring.
She'll get in the ring. So that's why I say, like, the dates is just a preliminary for a nigga to see what type of woman you are. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying my longest,
those the betas that we talking about though.
Yeah, real betas. But my longest relationship was 4 years and I fucked on the first night.
Right.
But you gotta ask yourself, what is a beta? A beta is someone that's not leading in no situation. That's why they call them a beta.
Yeah,
that's why I keep telling you, a man to be an
alpha,
a man has to take lead.
They're weak-minded too, because if you fall in love with somebody after pussy on the first date, you giving the other girl, you let her off the hook without really get to know her.
Jabari, I even had women tell
me, dog-ass female or not.
Jabari, I even had women tell me, I promise you, because I'm a casual dater, so I had women literally tell me, like, every time I talk to a guy, I always ask the guy to tell me, number one, where are we going and what's going to happen afterwards. Man, don't tell them.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, like what's gonna say? Man, spend hundreds of dollars, and their whole intention they want to have sex. Yeah, and they don't even mention it on the date.
They don't, because we don't want to offend you. We're hoping that you would be nice enough to just hand it to us over the platter.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like, in a lot of dudes, you could tell when the nigga did all this thing and he's waiting around while he's in front of your house, and you say, "Hey, it was a good night," and he's holding the railing, hoping that he can get invited in. You know what I mean?
And to piggyback off that too, I know we guys like us, Hakeem and Ronnie and myself, we know what it takes to get the woman to drop them draws. Yeah. We have the blueprint. So we can get it off the first day because we know. But there's a lot of dudes out here that think that paying for expensive dates on the first day is really what's gonna have them draws dropping. It's like, nah, you gotta have game, so you gotta have some swag on yourself.
No,
you gotta have
there's women who know as well what you're doing, and they could prolong.
Oh, that's not going
and get you to spend.
No, in 2021, that's not going to work, baby.
Let's keep it 100.
That's not going to work. Only a beta.
You just said it before. Girls, they'll sit there and drag you for 3-4 months and don't give you nothing.
Only betas. Only beta. Listen, minimum 2 weeks. If after 2 weeks I don't see no progress, I'm ghosting.
It shouldn't take 3 or 4 months. I disagree.
That's you. But there are several men that they don't have to do that.
Betas. Those are milk posts.
But there's a lot of betas.
Cookie Crunch, McDonald's loving.
I have a question for you. How, Larry, let's say hypothetically, how long will it take when you're dating a man or courting a man? How long will it take for you to drop them draws eventually when y'all dating for the first time?
It depends, because this is a conversation we had on a previous podcast.
Yeah.
Everyone's an adult, so I can't say, okay, well, I'm not doing it for 30 days or whatever. And, you have the Steve Harvey that says, oh, you guys should be working on like the 90-day rule or whatnot. Me personally, I can't say how long. It's a matter of chemistry and how we click as an individual. But one thing I can tell you, a dude who pushes up on me and think he's getting something on the first date or even first week, it's a wrap for me, because I don't like anybody pushing up on me thinking I owe them something. Like, to me, I'm valuable. So for you to get me to give you anything, you got to earn that. It's not free. I'm gonna tell you right now, most men, when you take you out on a $200 date, he is expecting to have sex at the end of the night. I'm just keeping it real. I don't care what he's expecting. I've been taking that on. That's why I say it's not a good idea. And that's why I came with a good idea, not to take women out. But that doesn't mean I'm running off. Yep. It's not a good idea for somebody who plans on running off or plans on saying, "Oh, thanks for the date, screw you." But most men, if he's spending $200 on a date, he's expecting to have that draws at the end of the night.
Listen, I want y'all to hear this.
A real man will respect if I don't want to.
No. That's not a real man. That's a beta man.
That's not because I don't want to give up my draws after spending $200. That makes him a beta. It's not respectable.
No. I'm gonna tell you why. Women should not accept dates, gifts, or favors if they can't see themselves fucking a man. That's my gift to women.
I agree.
Okay, so let me explain something. If that is the criteria, then men should not provide it unless they say to the woman, "That's what I expect in return." Remember, if that's what you want, make it known before the date. Hey, I'll buy, I'll treat, but you got to be fucking. If you're not fucking, I said that. I said that, and you were like, "No." I say a man should tell a woman on the first date, "Hey, this is the plan. This is what we're doing. I'm gonna take you out." Or like I said, for example, I'm gonna take you out to Flanagan. And after Flanagan, I'm gonna book a hotel, and we're going to the hotel room.
I got another question for you.
But you're telling her that. I think you should just let it be known. Hey, this is what you're expecting.
Yeah, I'm telling her that.
Decide if she wants to rock with it or not.
Yeah, Jabari got a question
for you. I got another question for you. I know we talked about how a man should think about what a woman likes and her interest is on the first date. But I want to give to your perspective. Have a woman ever thought about what a man's likes and interest is on the first date? Like what the man will want on the first date?
I can't say for the majority of women, but I have. Example, I've asked a dude, like, what do you like to do? What are you speaking like that?
Yeah. So like, for example, let's say we went out on a date, right? And we about to go on a date and stuff. So I picked a place where we want to go. So now have you sat there, like, for example, have you considered a guy's interest and likes of what he will want to do on the first date? It could be anything.
If I think I do, because if a guy says, "Hey, what you want to do?" I usually always respond, "What are you interested in?" So I do that. Okay. I don't just say, "Okay, I want this," and that's that.
Yeah, you're a different breed for sure. What I'm saying is most women don't consider what a guy wants or his interests is or his likes, what he will want to do on the first date. It's pretty much what they want to do.
I hear you. I think that is the younger generation, the new generation, because I think it's just a lot of trained people to take and do less giving. So, but
it's still a lot of the grown women that's like that, though. I'm just saying, there's still a lot of the grown women that's like that.
Maybe, but again, I might be just old or something. I don't know, but I don't really come across that kind.
No, we both old. I still see it. You know what I'm saying? They still like, it's all about them. It's like, they want to, they want to eat, they can eat. It's, whatever. They want to just shut down the pussy from there, then shut it down. But it's like, let's say it's
the man's fault. The man is allowing them to do that. That's why I keep telling you.
And that's what I was saying.
The man stand up for what he wants.
We have to recommend where we're going. Not even recommending. We're telling you where we're going.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Have you guys ever had a girl say, hey, I'll pay for dinner, or
never in my life.
Never in my life.
Never in my life.
Never in my life.
I did.
Never in my life.
Or if you pay, they say I'll tip.
Never in my life.
Never in my life.
Not that part. Door. But I'll say this. I
promise you on that.
I had a female that one time after work, she's like, hey, first date and all, hey, let's go to TGI Fridays. And I told her, look, I ain't got no money. And she was like, well, I'm asking you out, so that means I'm going to pay for it. So she took me out, cool. And that same night, we was fucking like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, the first day wasn't really all that to me. So we didn't really prolong after that. But it made it seem like I was just fucked and gone. But that's just what I'm saying. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
get what you're saying. I mean, you're a guy, so I can't really say anything different. But yeah, I mean, at least she offered to pay. But the fact that none of you are telling me that you never had a girl pay for a meal,
never. And I'm not upset about that at all, because I understand there's roles out here.
Yeah, that's
logic. Paying for the date ain't really. Yeah, it ain't really.
It's roles out here.
Listen, I know there's roles, but sometimes to make the guy feel like, hey, I got you this round, and they don't have to feel obligated.
No, a woman only do that in a relationship. If we're in a relationship,
I've never had a woman
expect her to.
That's what I'm talking about in a relationship. I'm not talking about on the first date. Sorry.
No, a woman should do that on the second date as good faith.
Yeah, as good faith. Like, hey, baby, I got the tip.
Right.
You made me sick.
That's good faith. Yeah.
Not if she went for ice cream, nigga. Sorry.
Hey, the ice cream is very spontaneous, man.
Exactly. You call me what you want to call me by the end of the night. I have them balls coming down. You feel me?
So get them jaws dropping just off on coffee, man. Taking them out to Starbucks, man. You get them jaws dropping.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, hey, that latte at Starbucks ain't bad. Stop playing.
Come on, man.
Go out to Denny's. Hey, I can't. You better tell her. You can say go out to Denny's and smash.
Put on that 444. Put on that 444, Ronnie. The 4812.
Denny's, nobody do Denny's no more. You mean IHOP?
Oh, we doing Denny's.
We do Denny's.
We doing Denny's.
And then now people don't do that no more, because since this pandemic, people say let's do Netflix and chill.
Basically. He's telling the truth. That was the whole 2019, 2018. Netflix and chill. And the whole starter pack sandals with the socks and the gym shorts.
Thank you. He knows.
Yeah, like
white shirt.
White shirt. You know what you coming over there to do. That's why I say a woman is lucky to even get ice cream in this day. Lucky, man.
You're lucky that I've been thinking about ice cream, but I knew I could have got the draws when I take you ice cream. So I'm being very nice.
So now the pandemic is over. What happened now? Netflix and chill.
The ice cream parlor is coming right back up. So baby,
when it's already open.
Listen, you know what I'm saying?
I'm done.
I'll tell you a story about a chick that I met, and we because we almost here, and I met this chick one time, and she said, "Oh, we can go out." Now, mind you, I just met her now. She already was asking for shit on the beginning. So I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like, I treat you how you treat yourself. So she was asking boyfriend and girlfriend shit up there. I made her put gas in the car the next time I met with her. I said, I'm not coming over there if you ain't putting $20 in the tank.
Actually, I can't. That's really good.
You know what I mean? Now the next conversation I was going to have with her, and she said, she called me a fuck nigga after this. I told her this. I said, hey, you asked for light bill money the first time. Then you needed a ride. I said, I don't mind, but you got to put $20 in the tank. Now we have to talk about sex. You know what I mean?
Really? Okay, but hold on. Before you continue, what was your financial situation at the time the girl came to you for bread? What were you doing?
Oh, I had the money, but I just met you. Why would I give you light bill money?
It don't matter yet. How did she meet you? How did she know who you were?
No, I met her on the street.
How? How did that approach come up?
Like I said, hey, you look cute. She said, oh, thank you. You know what I mean? And I say, hey, I just want to get to know you. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe, you know what I mean? Like, you could text me and we can just talk about this over.
You ain't say text me. You probably said holla at me. I take you out or something.
Yeah, I didn't say I'll take you out. I said, hey, let's get to know each other. But then the first conversation started with bill money. My
thing to you is, did she think of you as a paymaster because of what you were doing when you approached her? Were you flogging your bread? Did you?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't flogging no bread. I didn't.
Were you one of those dudes that went to the corner store? You pull out a wad. No,
I didn't do that.
Buy a soda.
I mainly come off looking broke for a reason.
Yep.
Test people.
Okay.
Many come out looking broke for a reason. So but either way, it doesn't matter if you look broke or not. A woman is still going to try you if they can get something out of you.
If they feel that you a sucker enough, it's true.
Sucker. So now after those incidents we had, the next thing we're talking about is sex.
I hear you, but my thing to you is, why did she feel that you were a lick?
I don't know.
Why did she feel like she can get a phone bill out of you? That's my thing. Listen. Because I don't see a random girl just telling a dude,
no, I'm gonna tell you something.
Phone bill paid.
They do that to nice dudes.
Unless she knows about you.
Listen, they do that to nice guys.
He's right. They're doing it.
That happens
now.
Now
they say
that happened. Listen, do I talk like a gangster? Do I talk like Fuquan from out of 62nd and 12?
No,
I don't talk like Fuquan. I actually watch anime. You feel what I'm trying to say? And I like my eggs over easy. So the thing about that is I don't come off as most guys that women are in relationships with. So they feel like sometimes this is an easy situation. Yeah, I might have a little hood about me, but by all definition, I am a nerd. You know what I mean? So when they look at that, most women, if you're not city, if you don't act like a city bound nigga, everybody's green after that. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You're telling the truth.
So
that's what made me change. That won't make me change more into a man, because it seems like wait a minute.
So with that being said, you're green after that. So after her looking at me as being green, everybody look like a paymaster if you don't look like a city. Because technically, a nigga from the city will say, "Bitch, you crazy? What you mean asking me for money? Ho, I ain't even fuck yet." That would have been the nicest response.
But I can't go lie. I respect that dude because he's keeping it raw.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. We gotta keep it real. We're not keeping it real. We're not telling these women, I don't want to go to 5-star restaurant. I want to go to somewhere simple. Something simple.
Fine, but you can say that. But to make it seem like they have to accept what you give, they don't. That's what I'm just trying to explain to you. You don't have to do a 5-star restaurant for a first date, and it's okay. It's no problem with not doing a 5-star because you don't know her, she don't know you. But to not think about her likes or dislikes when you're deciding on where you need to take her, I think is disrespectful.
Yeah, but you want to know something? You say that, and I know you're going to speak strongly for women, but us guys, we have to protect our hearts and our feelings and our pockets. So the thing about it is, all she has to do is say no. All she has to do is don't go on a date.
And they usually will.
Yeah, and
or
no
they're going to say yes. They might rock with it, they might not. But when I'm just saying to him, if she says, "Hey, I don't want ice cream," why are you canceling her? Why are you not thinking, okay, well, how about this? And give another option. Why is it ice cream?
I like what you say about giving them a selection. See, I'll definitely give them a selection. Hey, A, B, C, or D. What you want to do? And I'm not going to put the...
No, I disagree, but I won't do that. I'll probably do that on the second day.
And that's why you're going to forever have issues, because you're too hard.
Well, that's fine. I take the issue. I take the issue at the end of the day because I know I'm not going to get taken advantage of. And not only that, but
you don't have to get taken. How you get taken advantage of if you go to a fucking park? How?
What, the park is not a bad idea. I never mentioned park.
But you didn't say that's an option. You said I'm only doing ice cream.
Yeah, I'm doing ice cream because I'm the one that's picking. But anyway, it's the final thoughts. Final thoughts.
It's final thoughts.
Final thoughts is shit. I mean, I just said all the final thoughts on this damn episode.
Okay.
But, just pretty much. Hey, it doesn't matter where you take them on the first date. Take it anywhere you want. And as long as you guys are building dialogue and then you see something in her that you want, it doesn't matter. And women need to understand that. Go ahead, Irresistible.
Irresistible Lips, go ahead.
My thing as well, a man can lead in the first date. I don't see anything wrong with that. I just feel wherever the lead is going, that the woman should be taken into consideration and not just say, well, this is what we're doing and that's it. I feel if it may not happen, but if she does say, hey, I don't want to do that, can we do something else? You should be able to give her another option and not just exclude her thought and opinion and make it feel like she has no say-so and it's only what you say. That's all I'm saying. It don't have to be an expensive restaurant. It doesn't have to be anything. I do agree with Jabari. Somewhere that you guys can have dialogue and speak to get to know one another. Because at the end of the day, you're trying to see who that person is. And if you're doing anything too complicating, it takes away from getting to know that person. But have options, because everybody's not going to want to do what you want, maybe.
And my thing is, man, never be afraid to do exactly what you want, because at the end of the day, you got to keep in consideration you are the one paying, you don't want driving, and you the one that's traveling most of the time to meet up with these women. So if you are afraid it's what you want to mean, don't go on a date. Because at the end of the day, you gotta stand firm in what you believe and what you want. And I stand firm on that. It's nothing wrong to set up the first date as a man and to lead the situation. Go ahead, Hakeem. Your final thoughts.
And my whole thing is you have to set boundaries. Sometimes women have been able to get free stuff for a long time, so they don't know the point of boundaries. So they'll push the limit as much as they can. So you should set boundaries for yourself and for the woman who you're talking to. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's a price limit. Sometimes it's where you meet her, how long you talk to her, or on average. And when you start doing that, a woman can respect you to the most because you have some restrictions on it. So, and that's really all I got to say.
That being said, KI Culture Radio,
we out.
Peace.
Man, I just appreciate y'all just listening. Stay tuned for the next episode.